Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com. Let's take a look together at these Diode Dynamics SS5 Sport LED spot pod lights with brackets. These 5-inch LED spot pod lights are going to do a great job of acting as an auxiliary high beam and increase your visibility to keep you safe. Now, as you can see, I do have this light connected to my power source already, and what you are currently seeing active is the backlight feature, which is one of my favorite features. But more on that in just the next moment or so. I do have this light installed in one of the brackets that's included with these lights, and it does come with hardware to install the bracket and light virtually anywhere on your vehicle. And then when you have the light installed in the bracket with the included hardware, you're going to be able to easily adjust the angle of the light to wherever you want it, and then just tighten down that hardware on either side at that angle to keep it at that angle that you want it at. The brackets are constructed of durable aluminum, so they're going to hold up really well for you. You're not going to have to worry about corrosion or anything like that. So going back to the backlight, as you can see, it is blue. It is, I believe it's cyan is that color that you're currently seeing. And so this features a selectable backlight with 8 different color options. So it's going to be perfect for adding extra styling, accent, or maybe even giving you a little more visibility when you're not using the main beam. Now, I don't have this tied into a switch, so I'm going to try to manually change the colors for you. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but I'm going to just turn my studio lights off here and see if I can go through at least some of the color options just to give you an idea of what's included here. So you're going to get red and blue and teal and amber and green and purple and yellow and white. So that kind of gave you an idea there of what's offered here. But on your screen, I am including a picture that's going to better demonstrate for you the colors there. So it's going to be very easy to change the colors when you have this installed. You're just going to alternate the power on and off with the switch. Of course, the switch is sold separately from this, so that's something you're going to have to source locally for yourself. There's no complicated programming with a controller or anything like that. Now, going back to my wide view here, I still have my lights off here. I want to show you the main beam here. So again, you've got the backlight there, which is looks like it's green. Then I'm going to fire up that main beam there for you. So backlight, main beam. Let's see if I can shine this on the wall behind me without crossing my wires here. So this spot beam pattern is going to light up objects off in the distance up to about half a mile away. And these lights have a color temperature of 6,000 Kelvin. So that cool white color is going to match most of your factory LED lights. These lights have a raw lumen rating of 4,800 lumens and a measured lumen rating of 3,800 lumens. And let me go ahead and turn my studio lights back on. And again, you can still see just how bright that beam is. And then I go back to the backlight there. I'm going to go in for another close-up here. Now, the peak beam intensity of these lights is 406,100 candela. Now, in case you don't know, candela ratings actually measure the directional light output, and it's how anything is rated where you want light shining in a specific direction. Lumen ratings are just for omnidirectional output, like your regular light bulbs, where you want light shining in all directions. But for a more detailed description of these ratings, you can visit this product page on our website, or Diode Dynamics provides additional information that you can find. So the power draw on that main beam is 2.75 amps, and on that backlight it's 0.25 amps. And these lights are designed with the newer technology known as custom TIR optics. TIR stands for total internal reflection. So unlike the older technology that uses reflectors or simple projector lenses, which aren't real efficient at focusing all the light where you want it, this custom designed large TIR optic actually collects and then focuses all of the light forward very efficiently. And then instead of having another external lens, certain lens patterns have been molded directly into the surface of this lens. So that's going to prevent the normal efficiency loss you see with an outside lens. As you might know, when you shine light through any type of glass or plastic, you could lose up to 10% of that light just from it shining through. So by making it as a part of this lens, you're actually going to pick up some efficiency rather than lose it. Now this does include the industry standard integrated Diode style connector. So just like I have here on this light, that pigtail with that connector is going to plug right in securely. And then as we're looking at the back of this light, we do have 2 breather patches. It's going to prevent any moisture buildup in these lights. And then each of these lights include a set of heat sinks here that is on the back housing. And those heat sinks are going to do a great job of quickly dissipating the heat to increase the longevity of these lights. Now these lights have been built with high intensity LED chips. They do feature a durable powder coated aluminum construction. So that heavy duty construction is going to do a great job of withstanding extreme temperatures, corrosion, vibration. Testing has been completed to SAE standards, just like your factory lighting components on your vehicle. And an interesting fact is that Diode Dynamics actually designed, engineered, and assembled these lights right down the highway from us at their headquarters here in the greater St. Louis area. Let's go over some measurements. Looking at the overall width from end to end, we're sitting really close to 5 1/8 inches wide. That's going to be the same measurement for the height. And then when you add the bracket, that's obviously going to increase the height a little bit. So from the top of the light to the bottom of the bracket, depending on the angle, we're going to be sitting right at about 5 1/2 inches tall. And then looking at the depth from the front of the light to the end of our heat sinks, we're going to be sitting right about 2 3/4 inches deep. Now these lights do draw high current and they do require adequately sized wiring for safe operation. So if you're not using a Diode Dynamics wiring harness, make sure that you're using wiring that's sized at 16 gauge or larger. I'm just going through those colors again there for you real quick. So again, it's going to be very easy to change as long as you have that switch to help you switch that out. Now, if these lights aren't exactly what you're looking for, I am happy to report that we do carry a wide selection of lights from Diode Dynamics. So take a look at those other offerings and I'm confident you're going to be able to find just what you're looking for. Well, I think that's going to wrap up our look today. I do hope that our time together has been illuminating for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.